Droves of orcas attacking boats at alarming rates. Human whales. Welcome to Soul Spy University, where your souls can run free and your minds are free to expand. Today, we'll be getting into the current drama in the sea today, but first, you guys have no idea how much each and every one of you mean to us as a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to join our family. And please, every like means the world to our channel. Subscribe and share honestly means the world, especially given that we're fighting against the currents, if you know what I mean, due to our content for you. If anyone would like to keep us afloat further, there is still currently a link in the description box, and every little bit is huge to me and our channel. You have no idea. Oh my God, trust me. Like amazing, amazingly amazing. Okay. And also check out my services in the description box and know that I'm here for you as well. If you can benefit from any of those, I am here. Okay. Aside from the fact that we're literally drowning due to our views being taken at faster rates than these orcas attacking boats, yes, droves of orcas have been attacking boats and it's been massively increasing recently. Yeah, it's crazy, Tommy. They're just droves of them just attacking boats left and right. There is a theory on it. I have my own theory. But have you heard about this?
Yeah, it's been in the news. It's like in France or something, right?
It's all over. It's crazy. So basically, they've come up with a theory that something must have happened to one of them, and they communicate to the others to sort of attack these boats. Um, I can't help but feel that they are very smart. They know way more about their world under the sea, way more than we do. Obviously, we tend to get very preoccupied with land matters, and that there's probably pollution as a result of what we've done, and they probably know that it's deeply affecting their world and their life there, as well as probably has its own effects on their own families and species and ecosystem and everything else. That it's probably way more than we know.
Right, absolutely. There's literally an island of garbage in the ocean. Like it's a straight up island, humongous of garbage.
And we tend to just not even think about these things, so something like this happens.
Yeah. But orcas, I mean, I don't want to degrade orcas, but they have been known to be a bit of like like the assholes of the sea. Like they are very smart. So I'm not putting it past the fact that somebody was like they came up to a boat and somebody was like going to throw them a fish, but they were like, and they didn't throw it to them. And the orca is sitting there like an idiot with his mouth open and then just closes his mouth slowly. It's like, you know what, these assholes? They made me look like a fool. A fool. So now they're just flipping boats.
Yeah. Let that be the last of the cursing for the sake of our channel. It's hanging on by a string over here. But interesting.
Because that's what I mean, they orcas, some of the things orcas do are crazy. Like, do you ever see them hunting seals? Like they don't just hunt them. Sometimes just for the hell of it, they like flip them in the air to screw with them. They do the same thing with dolphins. They'll swim underneath it, and not to kill it, but they'll just flip it in the air just to be like, ha, and just keep on going.
That's horrible. No, I did not know this information, so thank you for delivering.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I don't doubt they're doing this just for fun. Maybe they have some kind of vengeance to do,
so
but
they're
I
the
guarantee
bullies
you,
of the sea. They're just
yeah,
like, let me mess up your ship real quick.
yep, yep, they are straight up bullies.
Yeah, but how come all of a sudden they're really maybe because like
They've always been bullies. They've been bullying freaking animals in the ocean left and right. Look what they do to poor seals. They eat them too, but they first need to bully the hell out of
I know, but why all of a sudden so much about the ships? Like, oh, you froze. There's a bully electronically. You there?
them. Oh, Christina, you froze. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay.
While what?
Why all of a sudden are they bullying the boats? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Like,
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they, like I said,
And out of stuff to bully, and they're like, "What about you doing? What are you doing?"
yeah, maybe it was one of those things. Like, you ever see guys get together and they're like, "Oh, I dare you to do this." Maybe they were just like chilling underneath the water and like, "Let's screw with the humans." They're like, "No, we can't." And it's like, "Come on, what are you gonna do? You think?" Yeah. They just start doing it and like,
That,
"Oh my god, it's hilarious,"
that's
because
what
nobody died yet.
that's what they've evolved to. Like it's like pretty soon they'll just like show up on our land, like in our apartment, and be like, "Get the fuck out of here, man!" Just start flopping everywhere in the kitchen, wrecking pots and
They
stuff.
have bowls of water on their head so they can breathe. Just like, and I'm like, oh man,
Or
it's like
they just fly, they fall into the apartment and just hyperventilate everywhere until they just fling themselves back into the sea.
they're just, and they were just bullies the whole time. They're like, nice shoes, and I'm like, thanks. Like, give me them. It's like, you don't even have feet. Give me your shoes. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, just like that ant that just like fell into my car the other day, like my life, and it just spazzed the whole time. And I'm like, "What do you want from me?" And we're driving. That's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna like fall into here, spaz everywhere, and just flop everywhere as it bullies you, and then flop out.
You know what I think it might be? It's because SeaWorld got closed down and they let all those, I think they let them all back in the ocean. So they probably all got together like, you would not believe these people.
You might be right. You might be right. Because according to these experts, they do communicate with one another. And if something happened with any boat, they apparently communicate. So that means these ones that got back in the sea were like, "Those human things? Those human things." And they're like, "Yeah, let's get them." And they all have their bandanas on. They're like, "Humans on this boat."
It'd be hilarious. I'm just out fishing one day, and all of a sudden, the freaking like I feel the boat rock, and I look over, and it's just sitting in the boat with a little switchblade. It's like, what you doing in my neighborhood, buddy? I'm like, I'm in a lake. Why are you here? It's like, that's a nice hat. I'm like, oh man.
So you're personifying it. I think it'd be funnier if it just flopped everywhere and as it's doing that, it's like cursing and then just flops back in. Anyway, if you don't have any more on this, I heard you found a human whale, but go ahead.
Yes, I have. I don't know. Like I think, like that's why I'm thinking with the whale thing is that they're doing it just to screw around because no one died. No one's died yet. They've been attacking people boats left and right.
Well, that's
So,
nice.
not that I know of, but from what I heard, no one has died.
And somehow, experts are also wondering if it's like their way of kidding around with us.
Yeah, I don't think they're kidding around. I think they're being just jerks. Yeah. So my thing, I don't know if it's real. Could be, but it's called a 9G. I think I sent you a picture.
Yeah, this is a human whale, guys, and here's a picture. And keep going, Tommy.
So a Nainjin is Japanese for human being or human. Uh, it's an aquatic humanoid whale. Thing's got arms and feet. Yeah.
Dude,
Uh,
feet, I see arms and hands.
so oh, oh, we call those feet, but it's arms and hands. Same thing.
Yeah,
Um,
straight out of that looks straight out of the bottom one looks straight out of Squid Games. The top one looks like some sort of possessed rubber ducky.
yeah. You should really watch Squid Games. I have no idea if you understand what that's about. Uh,
I do, but I'm saying it can still look like it.
so it's
What does it have to do with the fact that it looks like it?
the Squid Games have no squids in it. Uh,
I know, Tommy.
I
Look
know.
at its
I know.
look at
It's
it.
it's crazy.
Do you think I
Yeah.
ever thought Squid Games had the squid in it? I never once thought that.
I don't know if that one on the bottom is. I don't know. The one on the top is like crazy, but they're saying, oh, it's a manta ray. I'm like, what the? How is that a manta ray? How?
I don't
So
like
whatever.
which one is it? Because they look very different. I don't even know what a manta ray is.
Uh, uh, yeah, you do. It's the freaking the ones that look like they're flying through the ocean. The thing that killed freaking Steve Irwin,
You're talking about a manatee?
manta ray, not a manatee.
Okay,
Manatee is
so then I don't know what that is. You told me I was
the
wrong.
ones that fly. They have like in the ocean. I'll show you one day.
Stingray?
Whatever.
A stingray?
Like a stingray, yes, but it's bigger. So this thing is whalers were out at night and they thought it was a submarine coming towards them. It looked like that. These things are white
What?
and yeah, so they thought it was a submarine. It
I
was
didn't
so
know
big,
submarines were right. Wait.
they're not. But they it was nighttime, so they sort of like they didn't see the color of it until it was underneath them.
Hmm.
And they said that they saw this thing and it's like they couldn't figure they were mind blown. They're like, what the hell is this? What are we looking at? Is it an iceberg? But then they saw that it was moving and like its skin was like slick and it was like, oh my God, that thing's alive. Now, why they didn't kill it because they're whalers? I don't know. Uh, but like a few people have claimed to have seen this. A few fishermen have claimed to see this. What they're saying is that it's fake. Oh no, 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 no! It's all fake. It's fake, fake, fake. Online, they're like, "Oh, this is all fake. This is made up." But they're like, a few fishermen have said, "No, we've seen that thing." It only comes out at night, which makes it difficult to see. But people are saying that it's all fake. That it's um, trick of the eye. That it was probably an iceberg. Whatever. So that's pretty much all they have on it. It's not. There's no like, except for that like picture that I showed you, that I don't even know if it's real because you never know with these things. Um, that's all they really can tell you about it. There's not much.
When did this come out? Like, when did they find this?
This is like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
And now it's becoming public?
So no, it's been public for a while. It's just something that I recently found myself.
Oh, oh. Well, 3 years ago, maybe it wasn't technology making it. I mean, although if it's China, the minute you said
But
that,
no, it's not China. It's Japan, not China.
um, I mean, I'm just curious which one it is. It only comes
Well,
out review
okay,
the
the one
world
at the bottom is fake.
mind over matter. What? It's
The one at the bottom is obviously fake,
a man eater.
but the one on the top could be real. I don't
Uh,
know, man. This is so.
the one on the top, that giant like rubber toy that looks like if you squeeze it, its eyes pop out, slash like bird.
Who knows, man? The ocean is crazy. There's stuff in there we've never, ever, ever, ever imagined to see. So
The
who
bottom
knows?
one looks like
And if it,
yeah, that one looks computer generated, like a thing between Squid Games and like something else. But that top
here's the
one,
problem.
no. They both
Yeah,
look.
here's the problem. If it only comes out at night, that means it's subterranean. Not so some whatever. It goes deep. That
No.
means that thing is deep, deep, deep down in the ocean. So it comes out at night, so it goes to the top. So the ocean is vast and it's so deep. It's so deep, and there's spots that we don't even know. So maybe it's at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe they're right and this is fake and made up, but I don't know. I'd like to believe that the ocean has like crazy stuff in it that we couldn't freaking fathom.
Of course.
Like there's There's a there's a picture of Google Earth that they were just taking pictures of Earth and all that stuff, and they freaked out because they found this. It looked like a shark, but then they did it to like contrast, and the shark was the size of I think it was three school buses, like end to end.
Oh my God.
They saw its like shadow, and they were like, this can't exist. They cannot exist. But it
Wow.
was from Google. So the ocean is insane, and if that thing was the size that they said it was, then that might be the megalodon that supposedly went extinct, which was the biggest shark in the world.
Oh my God. And apparently not extinct if they found it.
Well, they don't know if it is. They saw it from space.
And when was that?
So a couple years ago, I think like 5 years ago.
I know. We
So
really look more into like sea creatures.
it's crazy though. We don't know enough. We don't know enough. They don't know enough. Nobody does because of the simple fact is we just haven't explored it enough. There's our technology can't go. I mean, it goes pretty deep, but it can't like do it forever. There's not enough light down there to freaking look around.
I think they're covering some stuff up because how could we go into space so easily and not, you know, there on our own planet? And like I said in a previous podcast, whistleblowers on their deathbeds will say regarding aliens, you're looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah, yeah, that's the other problem. It could be alien stuff. Oh, the reason that we can go into space and not underneath it's because in space, it's like there's no air, but under the ocean, you're being crushed by the weight of the water. So it's difficult to create something to make something that basically won't pop inwards with all that pressure.
Oh, although, I mean, there's obviously pressure in an airplane. You know what I mean? Like they have to like regulate the pressure in an airplane.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Completely different.
Like I feel like you could regulate a submarine.
No, no,
How
not
could
not,
they
not
how could they regulate one way, not the other?
because it's two different things. The pressure of the outside pushing in is not the same thing as the pressure that's inside. It's like being crushed. You're being crushed in underwater because all the weight of water is on top of you and all around you at the same time. And there's a little imagine imagine taking a hollow egg and just putting it down and just then filling sand all around it. How long would that egg take before it crushes in? That's the same thing as going into the ocean.
Hmm.
You ever go deep in a pool? Like the deeper you get and your head feels like it's going to explode, that's the pressure. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. So what do you think? You think it's real?
I hope so. I hope so. I like to think it is. A little creepy, but why not? Let them have another a man type whale that's like, grow up.
All right, I'm holding it up again, guys. Which one would you rather be real?
The one on the bottom, I'd rather be real.
The creepy. I don't know which one's creepier.
Because the one on the top kind of looks like an alien.
It looks like a bird. Do you not see it?
Kind of, but it's like that's what a manatee looks like. Not manta ray looks like.
Look at its beak and then its eye.
Maybe we're both wrong, and that is an actual alien that we
And
have a picture of.
its wings.
Well, that's how they work. It looks a little stiff though.
Real stiff.
Yeah, it looks super stiff. Like, how the hell does that thing swim properly? It looks too stiff.
You know what? That looks more like a Russian submarine that looks like a bird. They're like, let us disguise this.
That is a terrible disguise if they're trying to. It's like, what? Why would they disguise a submarine to look like that? Especially since it gives off locational freaking beeps every once in a while.
And that bottom one is just the worst.
I know, but that one's like it's like doggy paddling through the ocean.
Oh my God. I really, you know what? I think you would have more muscles if all it did was swim through the ocean. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Maybe it doesn't do much freaking swimming at all. It just chills at the bottom of the ocean and then just pushes itself up from the ocean floor to the top when nighttime comes. It's like
That would be an actual person, a merman or
they do
something.
say that it has a tail of a mermaid. Looks like a tail of a mermaid.
It's like, which one are they referring to? They're very different.
I don't know. That's why I tend to be both. That's why I send you that picture because it's like I don't know if this which one exactly they saw or whatever.
Unless
But
it's a
from
government
what
experiment.
I doubt it. Why would they let that a government experiment be in the wild that people could see it?
They don't
And
think
why would it be that big?
they're gonna think it's not gonna last long. What?
No, government's not going to be like, oh, it's going to die soon, let it go, so that people can see it. That's not how that works. They kill it themselves, or they keep it where they until it dies. They don't let it free so that they can enjoy its life.
I mean, does this look like it's? Let me find it. I don't know where it went. It already escaped. All right, ready? Does this look like it's enjoying its life?
Yes, I don't know, man. It's weird. That's a weird one.
I
Oh
mean,
well,
where's it going? ShopRite?
I don't know, man. I don't even know if it's the same damn thing. That one doesn't even have eyes.
Which one? The one on the bottom? If
Yeah, it just has a giant mouth.
if you look closely, no, I just see like a lump, and I think it's just its face is down. Ew.
Oh, its eyes are down here.
I I
What a crappy. That's
really
like a terrible way to create something. How does it open its mouth?
why would the you have to think evolutionarily, why would it have that mouth? What I mean, we don't know what it really looks like, but also the top, why would it have a beak?
Hey, here's the thing. Uh, since we came from the ocean, apparently, maybe it's evolving to become like a new species of human, maybe a giant.
All right, let's talk about. I want to know why you think we came from the ocean. That sounds interesting, and why you think it's becoming a giant. Is it big?
Yeah, it's big. I told you that. It was. Hold on. 65 to 100 feet.
Oh my God, that's like okay. Really? All right, a
Yep.
hundred
You
divided.
don't see the diver right next to it?
That's like 16 of you.
That's a lot of. So that's why I said it might be a giant.
I thought that was just a silhouette of it. Oh my God. All right, guys. So I'm going to hold this up again. Look at the scale of the little diver next to how big it is on the bottom. That little black thing in the corner is a diver. That's insane. Now that does seem fake because how are you going to miss something like that? That is insane. That is terrifying if these things are
That's
that.
also why I think that picture's fake. Look how the diver's legs are. Divers don't have their legs crunched up like as if they're lying down on their bed, just like this.
It's so terrifying if, they would obviously get way more pictures if it was that big.
Yeah, that one's fake. I have no doubt that one was fake.
Yeah, but if they're both that big, they would get more pictures. Although, even with this one, how would they get underneath it the way it did?
They have underwater cameras under the boat, all that
You
stuff.
would have gotten more than one picture. I mean, was it zooming
Of
by them?
course, maybe.
Even if it was,
I don't know. That's the problem. There's not enough information on this. That's why this could be a hoax. But like I said, wait, what do you mean? How do I know we came from the ocean? It's like everybody knows this,
really?
except
Tell me.
for like if you go through uh, the world was very hot, then it was very cold, and all that stuff. The freaking the cycle of the Earth. It was all ocean for a while, then land popped up. Where do you think that we came from the ocean? You never seen the little thing where the fish comes out of the ocean, grows legs, evolves, and then we became human?
I've heard songs about it.
Okay, well, those songs is what we're told is the evolutionary trek that we all came from the ocean.
Okay, and
So maybe that's
I'm just innocently asking. I was never taught this. So,
yeah. So maybe that's what's happening with this gigantic humanoid looking fish.
all right.
It's
So,
growing its limbs to get on the water.
see, now if we evolved from the ocean, wouldn't there be more of us still in the ocean?
Hence the tale of the mermaid.
Hmm.
And no, that was billions of years ago.
Yeah, but the ocean takes up more space than land. So, wouldn't it make more sense that there'd be more down there?
I don't I don't know. I would say maybe. Um, but the evolutionary trek went on for millions of years, so we could never know.
So, what's the story that we started as a speck in the ocean or a fish?
Yes, bacteria, then that evolved, fish, fish came to land, fish became a reptile or whatever the hell, fish became this, fish became that. Just get on and on and on and on and on until somewhere along the line we became human.
Um,
This is millions of years of evolution.
but
This
then
isn't like this. It's unfathomable how long it takes.
but then it's interesting that there's still fish.
Yeah, of course. Those bacteria evolved to fish.
Oh,
Not everything evolved at the same rate.
which means maybe there's also mermaids.
Maybe.
If
I
we
don't
evolve
see how. I don't see
fish, if we evolve from fish to this, why wouldn't it have happened the other way as well in deeper parts that never got to land?
because I don't see the it's nature works in a way to make things make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
It
mhm.
wouldn't make sense to have a human's hands or anything like that in a mermaid thing. If there are mermaids, it's not like how we think. How like the Little Mermaid or all that stuff where half is human. Hold on one second. Okay. So like half is human. It probably kind of looks humanoid, but I highly doubt it's like what we think.
Well, if you saw that mermaid documentary, they definitely don't look very human, but they're definitely like humanoid things under there. All right. Well, according to your theory, then that bottom one is definitely fake because that
Oh
looks
yeah.
half humanoid. I don't see how the top one would be real.
I don't know either. I'm saying that like if that's what they saw, that may have been the thing on the top.
Although, didn't they say it had hands and the top one doesn't have hands?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Maybe they thought it looked like it had hands. I mean, you could kind of see how they might think that with the hand right there. Like
Oh,
you see how it's crooked.
yeah, a little bit.
So maybe. But that's pretty much that's what is that thing called again? The Nigerian, Ninjan. The heck is it called? Sorry, not Nigerian people. Ninjin. Yes. I mean, if it exists, cool. I hope it does.
Evolved from the ocean. Is that really like in evolutionary theory? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
is that
Yep.
the same theory with the
That's right. Correct. That's how evolution. Oh my God, it's freezing up so much. What?
is that the same theory with the apes?
Yeah.
So it went from fish to apes?
No, I explained. It took time. It went on and on and on until it got to that point. How did you not learn this in school?
Probably
I
because
guess.
I probably went to
Oh, you went to a Catholic school, didn't you?
yeah.
Ah, that's why you never learned.
Or
Because
the
they went.
concussions or the million
Yeah,
other things I had to process as a child. Okay. So
that's true. That's true too. But Catholic schools would not teach this.
yeah, I never heard about any of this. But also like, let's calm down. We all know I know many things most normal average people don't, and that I don't know many things average people do. So
True, true, true. But as for these two stories, I think that the whales are being jackasses, and I think that this fish thing might be an evolutionary thing that's happening in the ocean. Maybe from pollution, maybe from natural stuff, but who knows?
oh my God. Yeah, maybe that's just that rubber thing that you squeeze and the eyes pop out. Anyway,
Yes,
or like some sort of rubber duck that pollution got to and it just expanded to like 60 million feet.
that would be impressive. And why isn't it floating? They don't. They don't go underneath the water.
Because it evolves, like you said, and it has like dense rubbery skin. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. What do you think? Have you heard anything about this? What do you feel? What do you think? What do you think about the orcas suddenly bullying all these ships? Like, what's that about suddenly? Like, let us know what you think about the sea life, really, in terms of should we be looking down there for the aliens? Like, what do you think is really going on the sea in general? I'd love to hear you weigh in and what you think. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed yet, please join our family. We have amazing videos coming up soon. Make sure to hit reminder for the upcoming ones so that you don't forget, because YouTube probably won't tell you. And also join our Instagram. We want you as part of our family. We have a lot of jokes on there and all sorts of things. Speaking of which, for those of you that don't watch every video, I hope they find this at the bottom of the sea. And thank you to my cousin for getting it for me. It's my best shirt ever. I've always wanted something like this, and hopefully, bottom of the sea is where they will find such things. Uh, Also, if anybody needs my services, they're listed in the description box. So is my email, and of course, Soul Spa University on Instagram. Contact me there as well. And you have anything more to add on this, Tommy?
No, that's. I don't know. Hope it's all real, except for the whale thing. They're being jackasses. Nobody likes them. That's it.
Yeah, I hope many things that we haven't even thought of become real, that are just magnificent, or anything we do want real is real. I do hope more comes out for sure. And in the meantime, guys, check out all our playlists, as well as don't forget these upcoming videos will be expanding your imagination. And if we do find out anything is actually legit fake, we will be posting a debunking video on it for the sake of you. So we love all of you, and we hope to see you soon. Okay, thanks.